From dominating the digital realm to overstepping bounds in the real world, some TikTok stars believe fame grants them immunity. In this video, get ready to uncover tales of TikTokers who think their fame exempts them from life's ordinary responsibilities. Trust me, they're in for a surprise.
I can get my husband to come get the kids if that's easier. I don't know what he wants from me.
Tell me what happened tonight.
He pushed me in the garage and I pushed him. I hit him. I don't want to think about it.
Yo, tonight, I'm looking at you in the eye and telling you, you know you did. You know. Your friends don't know, you know.
This TikTok royalty, Amanda Cravala, ended up making a mundane night into quite a masterpiece. Yep, she was found napping in her car by a police officer no less, and that too on a traffic signal. Well, she triggered a police backup fiesta when she woke up all disoriented from her beauty sleep.
Kill your lights.
Now, the real drama begins when Cravala refuses to dance to the tune of the officers. Yep, she straight up refused to park the car, let alone unlock her car door.
Ma'am, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Police department, open the door.
So the cops had to resort to the unlocking tactics. Bravo, Amanda, for turning a stoplight into chaos.
How much have you had to drink tonight? Look at me. Hello. Hello.
Do you know where you're at?
Where are you? Do you know where you're
Yeah,
at?
I'm looking at the cop cars that are...
Can you answer our questions?
I'm looking at the cop cars that are
How much have you had to drink?
3 o'clock. I've had 3 o'clock to drink tonight.
Okay.
As the suspicions grew, the smell of evasiveness became pungent, indicating the use of alcohol while operating a vehicle. Yep, a classic DUI.
Were any of you turn around, put your hands behind your back for me, you're under arrest for whatever you are.
I'm under arrest for having a Michigan State Trooper coming here.
No, you're arrest robbery.
You are under arrest for hitting my car and being extremely intoxicated while driving. You don't even know where you're at right now and you're refusing to take my test.
And that led her to demanding her trooper brother-in-law come to her aid, along with refusing the breathalyzer, though she claimed she would participate in the blood test, and yet she flipped the script over and demanded a lawyer instead.
So I'm clearly stating that I want to call my lawyer before I consent to this test.
Are we yelling or are we going to say yes
Are
or no?
you going to ask me the same question over and over? I
yes,
want to call my lawyer before I consent to this test. What don't you understand? It's a very clear statement. I know that you guys do your like around.
She thought being a TikTok royalty was a free pass, so to secure her VIP exit, she blamed the entire thing on post-baby fatigue, conveniently forgetting the traffic light nap in the process. In the grand finale, the court papers revealed a community service stint along with a year on probation. So, a round of applause for the entitled TikToker who successfully turned a snooze into a saga. 24-year-old Stephanie Bloodworth decided it was a brilliant idea to flee from the authorities in her Tesla in an attempt to dodge a DUI. Exactly what to expect from the daredevil of the Duck Key, Florida. This thrilling escapade took place on Monday evening when she showed her driving prowess while playing chicken with pedestrians and nearly colliding into a palm tree.
5111, I'm in pursuit again. We're stopped again. Turn off the vehicle!
In a cinematic twist, she stopped at the next stop sign and dialed Daddy Dearest on the phone. Yep, she claimed Daddy owned the entire island. Despite her theatrics, the on-call officers cuff her while she feigns ignorance as to why she was being detained in the first place.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why? My cat is in the car. Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of your phone.
No, I'm not. My dad is on the phone.
Hey! You are not gonna kick me. This is not okay.
Cue Daddy's grand entrance. While he became the voice of reason, advising his daughter to calm down, she remains undeterred, to say the least.
You can't start acting out. It's just going to get worse.
What did I do?
Well, I don't know that.
What did I do?
You know what you've done.
No, I don't. What did I do?
In the police station, Miss Bloodworth seemed to be having trouble grappling with the field sobriety tests. The breathalyzer test alone became a comedy of errors, as it took her multiple attempts for her to blow into the correct manner. Though, when she managed to accomplish that, she was rocking a staggering blood alcohol content. Yup, more than thrice the legal limit to be exact.
Yes or no? Would you take the test? Yeah. Take a deep breath, and I'll tell you when to stop blowing, okay? And begin. Blow hard.
Charged with resisting an officer, fleeing, reckless driving, and DUI, Bloodworth's legal saga took a turn when she opted for no contest plea. The verdict? 2 years of probation. But that turned into a golden ticket when, through special permission, she embarked on a cruise in September 2023. Well, there you have it. A DUI turned into a blockbuster cruise opportunity. A black speedster was seen defying all laws of physics as it sped along the road. The driver seemed to be in a real hurry, as she was speeding up to 35 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone. So a police official flagged it down and discovered it was Kalista behind the wheels. By the looks of it, the woman was paying more attention to the phone than the road, and had trouble finding the insurance papers for her vehicle.
I don't know if this is it. If not, I could show you my insurance on my phone.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. How much do you have to drink tonight?
2 drinks in the bar.
Okay. Let's look through this. This is insurance here.
Insurance or not?
Yeah, I have 2.
If not, I can show you on my phone.
Then came the field sobriety tests. Miss Kalista seemed to be in quite a hurry, as she kept mentioning a boyfriend that she needed to get away from. Heaps of trouble in that paradise. And with her as well, as she tried to be cheeky with the officers when asked to recite the alphabet and backward counting. 2 field sobriety tests coming right up.
Can you just throw that stuff right there? I'm just gonna have to do a couple test walk and things like that.
You can test me.
I just wanna make sure you're okay to drive, right? You got a long ride home? I just wanna make sure you're okay to drive, alright?
I just want to go home. Like, I really don't want to do this anymore.
No, I feel you. Me too.
He literally did this to me, like, so much.
Yeah.
I don't want to get beat up by him. Like, I don't want to see him, nothing.
Alright.
After failing those exercises, she got out of the car for more comprehensive exercises. While she should be focusing on the tests, it was clear her strategy was to talk up cheekily and distract the officer as much as possible. And when that tactic didn't work, she resorted to piling the blame on the said boyfriend, who, mind you, became ex and current in just a matter of minutes. Kalista was failing the test spectacularly, while she thought she was gonna get out of this mess.
See the pen right here? I'm just gonna have you follow the tip of my pen by only moving your eyes, okay? You can't move your head, just your eyes.
I can't move my head.
Yeah, just your eyes. Follow the pen with just your eyes.
Come on, I want to go home. I don't want him to come here. Like,
All right,
please. He's gonna come here.
All right.
At the last test, Kalista pulled another stunt. Yep, she kept coming up with more and more. Her new strategy seemed to be acting as dumb as she could. After letting the cops know she just had chest enhancement surgery done, she resorted to acting plain dumb.
All right, do you have any questions?
No,
How much did you have to drink?
I'm just stupid. Like, I have no brain cells, and I was fighting my
You're
boyfriend.
swerving all over the road. Do you think you shouldn't be driving?
Because,
Did you have too much to drink?
No,
or?
he called me with another girl on the phone, and I said, "Why are you calling me with another girl?" I said, "You're cheating on me. You're a cheater."
I just come over here. You're gonna be placed for arrest for driving while intoxicated, all right?
Well, the woman had made her bed. All that was left to do was lie in it. As soon as she saw the cuffs, Kalista went ballistic and refused to comply with the orders. She kept asking for her phone, to the point of resisting the arrest without violence. Now, that was a charge enough, but coupled with a felony she mentioned earlier, she was in big trouble.
Can you please go? Can you please go to my car?
I'm gonna get it for you.
Before you put me in the car.
I'm gonna get it for you. You can watch me right here. I'm going there right now.
I'm saying right here until you get it. I'm not going. No, I'm not going in the car until you get it.
Come on.
Get my phone.
I'm gonna get it for you, and I'll show it to you. All right? Okay, take a seat there. I don't want you to
I'm not sitting. I'm not. No, I want my phone.
I'm not gonna get it then if you're gonna give me a hard time.
Kalista had no choice but to go to the police station. She was charged on 5 counts, including DUI, reckless driving while texting, and speeding more than the maximum limit. Kudos to her for making the situation as messy as it could be. At a traffic stop, a cop was already busy writing a citation for the vehicle before him, and lo and behold, Zack Bryan just had to get out of his vehicle and stand next to it. While the officer advised him to get back in his car, he did not listen. On top of that, when he was warned he could be jailed on the charge of obstruction, he was like, "Let's do it."
Second time it's happened in 3 days.
Well, he just got caught for speeding. Riding the citation.
I know, I get it. This is my security guard. I'm just waiting for him. It's taking a long time. I was just curious, sir. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an
I tried to give you an option to get back in your truck. You said you're ready to go to jail. I said you interfered. Officer,
I know, I was being a smart ass. I shouldn't have been. I apologize.
All right.
Truly.
Go back here and have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Now cuffed and sitting in the cop's car, you would think this country singer would have learned his lesson. Sadly, no, because he proceeded to let the officer know why the people are not fans of law enforcement nowadays, and why they are out of hand. He also mentioned how he knows all the cops in Tulsa. Yep, just casually throwing around his entitlement in front of a cop, no less.
This is why people do not like police officers.
I understand.
No, I understand too, sir.
I gave you an option.
No, yes, sir. No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. 27-year-old kid. And I said, take me to jail then. I was being a I apologized immediately after.
I know, and will let me finish up this.
I would get back to my truck right now if you let me out of these handcuffs.
After being that lippy with the officer, Bryan got his father on the phone. Daddy strikes again. Now that guy had governor on his speed dial, and after talking to him, Bryan's security guard, who was originally being ticketed before Bryan rudely interrupted, relayed how the singer had been under immense pressure. Yeah, like that justifies him thinking he was above the law.
Hey, can you have my dad let Brianna know that I actually did get arrested? Okay, thank you. Tell her that I love her and I'll leave for Boston as soon as I get done with this.
Sorry about this, man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Second time last 3 days.
Shit, sorry.
No.
Though Bryan was taken to the jail, and he spent a few hours in there, he did come to his senses, and later issued a public apology to his fans on social media, along with condemning this type of behavior. Way to go, Bryan. It's a riveting start to this one, with hotel numbers, threats, and someone shaken up. As soon as the police entered the scene, they got to know that the person who called them was apparently surrounded by thorough security on the physicals. Well, he must be a VIP then. And lo and behold, the moment Yusuf, aka Foozy Tubes, answered the door, he told the officers his live stream was on. Yeah, gotta get those views, right? Even amid threats.
We make our feature thing like at 12:30, right? He's been live streaming ever since. Playing music, talking to himself in the room with he got a call transfer because basically the person that called already had the room number and nobody ever gave an instruction not to contact anybody to this room.
Mr. Yusuf thought his life was in danger as he got a mysterious call, and that made him so paranoid he called a ton of police to his hotel so they could provide protection. Yeah, he thought he was that entitled to get this treatment, and to back up his claim further, he told the police how he is the most viral man in the world right now.
My point of contact just told me whoever deals with them, they told me his office.
Can we get in contact with that point of contact?
Yes.
What is the relationship with your point of contact? Who's that person?
I guess that's either his business partner or someone that deals with him on a daily basis. I guess that's who he works for.
How would they know these office members?
Actually, he said it himself on the live stream. And he said it himself on the live stream as well.
While the police officials definitely thought their time was being wasted, as this time they spent listening to a guy who was off his meds apparently could have been used to help someone who actually needed help. But nope, he kept rambling on his live stream about how no one was working hard to protect him or take him seriously.
He's upset because he called and it wasn't like the way the operation was doing. But this is like a serious matter. We need him to he needs to call us and we need to send it back to
Oh, sir, how can we assist him today? Will you send him with?
Can we tell him to call downtown? The upper management said he needs to stop.
When he realized he was not getting his way, Yusuf switched tactics and started yelling. By now, the police knew what they were dealing with, so they switched tactics too and cuffed the guy. But did he go down easy? Not at all. He created as much drama as he could manage, calling himself a chosen messenger, and all kinds of profanities towards the officers.
Have any drugs on you?
No,
Weapons?
No, I got a It could hurt you a lot. I'm gay. 9 inches. Is that on body cam? You're so good till you love me. Yo, tonight, I'm looking at you in the eye and telling you, you know you did. You know. Your friends don't know, you know.
By the looks of it, Foozy Tubes was on his way to a mental facility rather than a jail. Oh, he needed help for sure, and learned his lesson on how not to aggravate the situation further by name-calling the authorities. We find ourselves at the Miami International Airport, where the star NFL player Odell Beckham got caught in a rather compelling medical emergency. It appears he got a tad too cozy in his unconscious state and won't wake up. After the airline's crew failed to rouse him, it was the turn for the police and the fire rescue to have their way.
The airline's called for you, sir. I don't know what it is. You good?
How you doing, bud? up with you, we don't know responsible. We're trying to get to the command suite to push
He's
back.
probably on a deep sleep.
The police suspected Odell was intoxicated. But hey, who wouldn't want a post-clubbing nap on a plane, right? But the real question was, to fly or not to fly? Though the plot thickened when Odell refused to deplane. Yeah. However, the captain wanted him off, and he didn't budge and held the whole plane hostage.
I think the agent's telling me he's getting off. If he can walk off.
Well, we got fire there.
Yeah.
Who's he with? He played for the Giants. He played for the Rams.
Is he playing now?
I don't think he's in the league right now. I don't think they've signed him.
The standoff continues. The NFL player remained defiant, so the supervisor stepped in this airborne saga to de-escalate the situation. He laid down the law and granted one last opportunity for him to gracefully exit the plane. Will he take it?
All you have to do is wake me up.
And then go that way? Yeah, you guys just playing around the galley.
I'm never on my I'm still on the plane. Made everyone get off of first class because I wouldn't get off the plane.
Finally, Odell seemed to have learned what was better for him and got off the plane. Though he did cause quite a lot of trouble, only because he thought he could, as he later told that he only got off the plane for himself. Jeez, confidence level sky high.
Hey, they're it's over by door what? Where you go pick up your luggage and stuff? Mo, by what door we gotta go for the luggage? 4 or 5, right?
Yeah. Well, there you have it. The tale of Odell Beckham, where a nap turned into a headline making drama, just because the guy thought he was entitled to do it. A 911 call reported a woman screaming and the sounds of struggle. Police answered this domestic violence call, and it was none other than Taylor Frankie Paul, the Mormon TikTok star. Her and her boyfriend were locked in a heated argument, and when cops separated the couple, the conversation reveals a night out, disagreements, and a physical altercation as well.
Let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
T-Y-O-R.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing.
I can't.
Do you need paramedics for anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Have you had a little bit too much to drink tonight? I can smell the alcohol pretty strong.
Sure, but not.
Officers suspected Paul was intoxicated, though she switched the conversation to her boyfriend, basically saying how she was done with men. However, it were the neighbors that reported this disturbance. It turns out the TikToker Paul had hit her boyfriend.
I can get my husband to come get the kids if that's easier. I don't know what he wants from me. I don't know what anyone wants from me. I'm just so hurt.
So tell me what happened tonight.
He pushed me in the garage and I don't care. I pushed him. I hit him. He pushed me. I don't know what to think about it.
Understanding the context of this altercation, it all goes back to Paul and her messy divorce from her husband, which was, by the way, all over social media, along with an embarrassing video of her relieving herself out of fear, which turned out to be false. It did make matters worse and deteriorated her mental health to this point. Clearly, she needed help.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to go home?
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't.
The responding officers patiently explained to the upset star how she had to be taken in on the domestic violence charges, along with its repercussions and resolutions. Though Paul appeared embarrassed by the whole situation, she seemed to have grasped the gravity of it all.
She's alleging a different side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing. Like, if she's wanting to, like, push stuff, then, like, I'm gonna have to. But, like, I truly just want her to, like, just get help and just, that's that.
And that's, I understand.
Does someone get charged then or something?
She is going to be charged with domestic violence.
Following her arrest, Paul did start therapy for her issues, but she was facing multiple charges, including aggravated assault and domestic violence in the presence of a child causing injury. Though she entered the not guilty plea for these charges, it was gonna be a long road to get out of this when one faces these kinds of charges.
Paul now faces multiple charges, including aggravated assault and domestic violence in the presence of a child causing injury. She has since entered a not guilty plea in all of the charges.